Hello YouTube. Today I'm gonna tie, I call it the Maquoketa Norfolk Special. It works for me. I had it work. So I take a size 16, it's fisherman's fly hook from this assortment. It's about this big. It's not, it's sticking to my hand 1 minute there. That big. And this is the size hook we'll use. And we'll also use, got poked. And we use 2 strands of peacock herl. I don't have the little bits of red feather I put underneath. Actually, I could probably take some off an old thing I made. Oops, wrong one. Alright, I guess we'll be using, I'm out of black thread. Actually, I have some. I'll put it on quick. This will be a different version with a different color, so I'll just use this brown. Normally use black. Don't know the denier, I think it's called though. First we just start by doing this. Tying it down and wrapping consistently. That's about right before the bend, just about. I'll put it so you can kind of, let me lower the light so you can see it. See it now? Right there, we just wrap down a bit. Just wrap. We start about halfway, going all the way down. Now I'm going to take this razor blade, cut off the extra tag end from securing it down. I'm just going to wrap it around. And you take 2 pieces of peacock herl. You also need, you can use, I recommend fluorescent chartreuse. I don't know which brand, but the chartreuse I have glows in the dark. Well, glows under a UV light, which is sunlight, but more concentrated for my UV resin. But it glows under UV light, which is what I care. That's what I'd use. Chartreuse, or I'm going to use for this one. I'll just swap it out so we can get the original one. Then you just put the peacock herl on about just above where you stop doing it. And you want the thread to end at the bend, like right near the bend, but you don't want to go too far in, otherwise it decreases hookup. I'm just going to wrap this peacock herl up the head, up the fly body to secure it good. And you put the little white ends of the peacock herl, the parts you're going to cut off first. We're going to use the other bits as well. So now I'm just going to go all the way to the eye, the thread, peacock herl down. I'm going to go back to about this far. I don't know. Just enough room to leave a small fur head of under fur. Basically fur. Scrape off the rabbit pelt I got, and a hot spot. So now we take this. Basically, you go about a 1/4 to 1/3 your way down the fly. Now you just back down the fly before you start wrapping the peacock herl around the same direction that you tied it down in. I'm just wrapping it around to kind of make the body. I experimented with this fly with many different amounts of peacock herl. Never one though, because one won't work. This fly shakes in the water. Now that we got it, now we tie it down. You pull it so that it's facing forward. Pull so that it's facing directly back, kind of like 2 antennas. Truthfully, I could have gone higher up the fly. I probably should have, but I didn't, because I don't write this stuff down. This is I have to do all by memory, to be fair. I'm going to undo it. Do it right. Just got it. Now I'm just going to go keep wrapping to about, last wrap. Okay, here. Now I wrap down 1. I'm going to wrap over a couple times to make it so that this is kind of like 2 10. And we're going to cut this last. So you can cut it to whatever distance you want. This will make it, this is the part that makes it go side to side in the water. I'm going to use orange this time. Neon orange. See if I have any rabbit fur left. I do. I still have some under fur strips off left. So now I put on some fur for the head. If you want, you could actually put down the hot spot early to go under the rabbit fur. You can use any under fur. I just have rabbit available. So I didn't scrape any squirrel. Any fur, basically the under fur, basically the stuff after I cut off the very long stuff. That's the stuff I scrape off after. It's probably too much on here, but here, that should be more than enough. Now I can take off the rest and put it back. Yeah. Do it all by eye. I do not measure. The thing I measure is really the hook size. Because, well, just need to know hook sizes. Let's push this up here since it's probably not going to come off. Just tie this up here. Now we got the head. And now we just whip finish it. I do absurd amount of times compared to everyone else I've seen on YouTube. Shout out to them. They're really fun to watch. So this is a Norfolk Maquoketa Special, I call it. Yep, and then I just go... The underfur on this wrap pelt is gray, but really it can be replaced with any underfur. Put the rest of it away. I have like a bunch of different boxes, shoe boxes of supplies. So keep stuff kind of organized right now. This is done, I'll take a razor, gently push, gently just slide it, and then that cuts it. Now this is what will make it twitch in the water, so I'm going to cut it about, see, about here, because now it can move, these can move. And now, before I use UV resin, I'm going to take a bit of this and wrap it right, you wrap it under the wing, I guess you could call them wings, or just before them, right in between the head. I'm going to do right here. You basically just make a small little low spot, wrap back a little bit, make sure to try to keep those wings somewhat up. There. Now, when this goes back, partially cover it, making it so it looks a bit more natural, but as it moves in the water, should allow it to still, you know, be visible. At least for sure from the bottom. So now I just need to move this to make that good. Then I just finish this, and I can UV resin the front. Some UV, well, some Flex, the new Flex UV resin. No, there is no sponsors, by the way. I do pay for this all myself. Because, well, still a small creator. Still small. When I'm going fishing today and trying out some of my flies, this one I tested, so I know it works. And you just push this back. This moves, that's okay. Because now you got a hot spot. It's small enough that this thing mostly catches chubs and shad so far. I dropped something. That's not good. She catches chubs and shad, but I have caught like... But it does catch decent sized ones too, so if you want to catch bait fish, this is the one. Pretty much catch anything in the Norfolk. Bluegill too, probably. Maquoketa Norfolk that runs through Cascade. So, yeah, now let's take a bit of this and just... There is UV resin on the side of the nozzle, that's why I'm just doing that instead. Plus it's a mess if I do it the other way. Also, if you're following along, please do a better job keeping the hook eye clear. I did a decent job. It's usable. Because you have to put 4-pound line through there, which is getting it pretty hard, so it kind of glows under light. I'll turn off this so you can see. See that little orange spot? That's the fly. So this is the fly. I'll show it to you when I'm done UV resining it. Alright, stuff's dry. It's good. Then you can just polish it up any way you want. There's the Maquoketa Norfolk Special. Show it to you now. Here we are. Put it. Here we are, the Maquoketa Norfolk Special. Maquoketa Norfolk Special. My specialty. I made it. I know it works. So here you go. Norfolk Special. Bye.